flyest. Earrings, a couple tattoos. I don't want to be blasted. You're going to be tall. I can't be 5'9" on my player, man. Heck no.
I'll be like 6'4". Nope. Kobe, 6'6".
Ayan, hinihila yan.
I always wanted to play basketball. I didn't know I was going to be dancing, man, but I always would dance at practice, get in trouble by the coach.
I was a football player, and then I got hurt, so I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm here today, 2K. I ain't got nothing to say after that.
What's a three-man dance that we could do?
Look, it's a nice problem to have, but when you're in the middle of a winning streak this long, it's hard to find fault with the team's play. But that doesn't mean we're not going to try.
Stop hating, Hank.
All right, once again, Hornet, I'm not hating. I'm just practicing tough love. It's because I love this team that I want to find any problems that are flying under the radar and fix them.
That's sleeping dogs lie.
Look, there's no doubt this team is playing tremendous basketball right now. No doubt. But you got to wonder, could they find another gear? What do you guys think? Is there anything you'd like to see change to keep the streak alive, or is everything A-okay the way it is? We're going to take your calls and hear your voices after a quick break. We'll be right back for more Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
Get hip or get stung.
Do it like me. Mel, Mel.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And it's happening out at Fiserv Forum, where the Milwaukee Bucks will be going up against the New York Knicks. Well, it was New York in their last game with a loss to the Celtics in Boston. They struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. A standout now in this league. Che just corralled his first ever Player of the Month award, big fella. Your thoughts?
He earned it with stellar play at both ends of the court. And he's shown he could be consistent with it, too.
You know, this kid's something special, guys. I mean, it's really special. The way Che dominated, you'll start to hear the MVP, MVP, MVP whispers going on, Ernie.
MVP. And a look at the Knicks earlier on. Check out the focus they've got coming off that bus. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bledsoe.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So the New York starting 5, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Alfred Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Jay out there at Bledsoe, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
So the Bucks win the tip. Middleton outside. Pass to Jay. Lopez right side. 4 on the clock. Here's Bledsoe. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's New York. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. The Bucks won their last contest, that game against the Charlotte Hornets. Payton dishes to Randall. No good that time. Giannis with some nice D. Here's Jay, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Now Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Right wing. Here's Robinson. New York, no good that time either.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now here's Harkless. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Jay. He feeds it to Lopez. Randall brings the double team. Clock at 4. Shoots from the corner. Middleton can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Jay, the pass to Giannis. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jay, and so Milwaukee again turning it over. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Here's Robinson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And there's the pass to Barrett. Fires the 3.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Harkless. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. We're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Jay, some solid defense from Robinson.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
And with the way Mitchell Robinson can protect the rim, Doris, there's a lot to like about that second-round pick.
Yeah, on draft day, Mitchell Robinson flew under the radar, but he had a great summer league. He got tremendous minutes early as a rookie. This is a great leaper, a great shot blocker, always something teams can use, both of those attributes. You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Fizdale. Naturally, their defensive game plan centers around the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the league's most feared slasher. Kevin, they will do everything they can to keep him out of the lane. Maybe that includes playing 7 or 8 guys at a time.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Payton kicks to Randall. New York moving the ball around. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Up top, Randall, covered by Giannis. Feeds to Robinson.
Well, watching Brook Lopez work on defense is a thing of beauty. This is one of the longest guys we have in the NBA.
Here's Jay. You know what a play. He just palms the block.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
In the corner, Barrett with it. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Payton in the corner. Pass to Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Robinson's got his second basket.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you knew the Knicks were going to try and make a huge splash over the summer in free agency.
But you know this, Fred. Sometimes you swing hard at the pitch and you miss. And that's one of the problems of putting a...
This is his second attempt at the line tonight. Good from Payton. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different areas, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Mo Harkless. Randall out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Dotson in at the 2-guard spot. Payton gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jay, the pass to Hill. Pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hill.
Well, the quickness that George Hill has, the burst, especially when he's slashing through the defense.
Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Payton outside. Right side Gibson. Trying to get open is Randall, and it's Gibson that time on the assist by Payton.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
Jay, the pass to Ilyasova. Can't cash in from close range. New York leading by 7. Here's Harkless, and Harkless slams it in.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Jay, the pass to Williams. Murray with the bounce pass. To the paint, picked off in midair. It's 2-on-1. Here's Dotson, and there's the lay-in. Dotson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
They get the rebound. Williams. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. New York called for the foul.
What you like about Williams is how he's changed his game over time. Now he's a fantastic stretch 4 in this league.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
The Knicks leading by 8. To the inside. Dotson gets the bucket. Dotson's got 6.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so he'll bring it up for the Bucks. Jay, covered by Payton. Here's Jay. The dish to Ilyasova. Randall with some nice D.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bobble that shot at the rim.
Well, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Bucks have shot 6 or 7 at the line. Lopez, who's checked in for the Bucks.
And now, in his second year coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
Here's Dotson. He's got 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on him.
Well, Damian Dotson in his second season, this guy was able to get on the floor at a consistent rate and show that he could be a solid contributor.
And for Dotson, as you said, Doris, he got his chance as the Knicks started to play the young guys last season.
And he has the potential, Kevin, Damian Dotson, to be a fantastic three-point shooter from what he's shown to this point. You combine that with his high motor and energy, and there's a lot to like if you're a fan of this team.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Barrett subbed in for Damian Dotson. There's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And it's good to see Williams kicking it up a notch, showing he's still got it.
Now here's Payton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Randall. Here's Robinson. And it's sent back by Lopez. Stolen by Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Here's Jay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on R.J. Barrett.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, L.A., New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And then for New York, Portis, who's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Trier in for Elfrid Payton. The kick out to Hill. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Knicks leading by 3. There at the basket, Trier. Drills the three-pointer. Trier's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Giannis passes to Jay. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 12 points for Jay. Well, it was announced last month that Shea is the NBA's Rookie of the Month. Hard to argue, Greg, with that pick when you look at what he's done.
And the numbers speak for themselves. And I'm glad the NBA has taken notice of what Shea is doing on the floor. Could be the first of many awards for him.
Here's Trier, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Giannis with it, picked up by Barrett. Antetokounmpo, no good. New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Knox. Misses off the right iron. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the lob to the hoop, and the dunk by Robinson.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. 12 seconds left to play.
And he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Barrett with the ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, it is amazing how quickly you have adjusted to the speed of the NBA. Is Rookie of the Year something that's already crossed your mind?
Yeah. Hey, I'm still trying to grasp the playbook, man, you know? Yeah, I've hit some shots. I've made some plays. But as soon as I start worrying about the wars that get handed out in the summer, that's when I'm letting my team down by not focusing on task at hand.
Yeah, staying in the moment is key. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Jay, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here is Payton. Poked away. Lopez with the ball. Now defended by Randall. Down low. And Bledsoe throws it down hard.
Showing off that elite athleticism. Bledsoe puts some mustard on the finish.
Knicks trail by 9. And there's the feed to Randall. Basket counts. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Jay, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Payton. 8 points for him. Randall left side. Antetokounmpo knocks it away.
Boy, as slow a start as you can have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And so here is New York. They trail by 9 points. Shot clock at 5. Here's Payton.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Harkless with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Payton. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now Harkless. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Payton outside. That doesn't go either for Payton.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got 5 points so far.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Knicks trail by 15. Passes to Barrett. Outside Robinson. Kicks to Payton. They need this one. Payton can't get that one to fall.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
To the middle. Giannis with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Here's Jay. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. New York calls timeout.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar.
.41 seconds left in the third. Lopez right side. Giannis right side. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 20 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
19 seconds left to play here in the third.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And he gets the bucket.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Payton dishes to Randall. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Randall's got 6 points.
Well, how about the quick thinking of Elfrid Payton in the pick and roll? Nicely done.
And so it's Milwaukee with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw good from Randall. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And a breakout season for Julius Randle in 2018-19. Averaged close to 20 and 10, delivering on the talent that saw him taken 7th overall back in 2014.
Knicks trail by 19. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the chain by Bledsoe.
This guy is blessed with such rare and athletic gifts. Eric Bledsoe leaves no doubt.
The Knicks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Greg, the Lakers allowed Julius Randle to leave in restricted free agency in 2018 so they could preserve some of their cap space.
I mean, his defense still lags behind, but offensively, well, he is special. The lefty, tough to deal with inside.
Shot clock at 2. Heat off target from 3-point range. Milwaukee leading by 21. Here's Giannis. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. No good from Jay. they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Well, you can see the talent that Shea has even when he gets on the floor with limited minutes. His game is very polished from his years in college.
GA, you can see the improvement game to game. Isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade, you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Shoots the three. Unable to get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the pass to Giannis. A fadeaway, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Giannis has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Stolen by Bledsoe. Middleton outside. Bucks passing it around. Jay. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now here's Payton. Harkless finds Payton. Handle with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. New York needs to get off a shot. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Robinson. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Sterling Brown in for Chris Middleton. And a switcher also for New York. Dotson's checked in. Harkless kicks to Payton. Here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Randall finds Payton. Harkless on the wing. Shot to stop the run. It doesn't go for him. Bucks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. That shot wide open. 26 points for Jay. Some news now about Shea. He was named Player of the Month for the first time in his terrific young career. Easy to see why, Greg, when you look at his numbers.
Man, the way he attacked all month long and led his team to victories can't be ignored. And the NBA got it right in naming Shea Player of the Month. Hard to argue with that decision.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Dotson. He feeds it to Randall. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jack Connaughton comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Knox is checked in for Randall. Reggie Bullock comes in for Maurice Harkless. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Damian Dotson. And Smith subbed in for Payton.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
Pass to Lopez. Uncovered. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Lopez looking right at home with the catch and shoot.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. He kicks it to Smith. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And looking at this stretch for them, I think they should have no problem dispatching most of their opponents if they can avoid that pitfall of playing down to the level of the competition. But that's easier said than done.
Jay, covered by Smith, stolen by Robinson, and pushing it up. Here's New York. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Now, Ntilikina is big-time athletic, and how about the vertical to finish that one?
Jay, covered by Smith. Offensive rebound, Jay, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Smith in the post, goes up and lays it nice and easy. Smith's got his first points in this one.
A nifty ball handler with some crafty moves. Smith Jr. knows how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Here's Ntilikina. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the sharpshooter, Reggie Bullock. Took some time for him, Greg, here in the NBA, but, you know, he's going to shoot it.
Bullock has always been a consistent threat from outside, and that is why this team loves it. It doesn't offer too much else, but he can open up some room inside with that ability to hit from deep.
Jay, covered by Smith. Jay, the pass to Lopez. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bullock. Gets an open look and hits.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
Jay, the pass to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Jay, covered by Smith. Right side, Williams. 5 on the clock. Here's Jay. He's off on that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Nick shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, this guy maturing right before our eyes. Frank Ntilikina drills the catch and shoot pretty.
Here's Jay. Here's Lopez. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. .132 left in the game. Jay.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
6 to shoot. Connaughton kicks to Brown. Here's Jay, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The first one falls. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Ntilikina. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint, it's tipped. Robinson, that's good.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Wow, how about the explosion towards the cup by Dennis Smith Jr.? You better step back.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jay, covered by Smith. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and the basket is in from Jay.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The 17-footer off on that one. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They've won this game going the way. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Shaquille O'Neal to my right, Kenny the Jet Smith on my left, right here in the middle, I'm Ernie Johnson. And a chance now to head down to the locker room for our postgame interview.
Hey, I thought you guys came out focused and prepared. And once you built that lead, man, you never let up.
That's the beauty of this team, man. We try to never let up. And part of that, that's coach. He's always preaching. Stay focused on the moment. Take care of the things you can control. And we'll live with the results after, you know? So we just keep our heads down, trust in one another, and look to play a complete game.
Well, you guys listen and are very coachable.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. Farewell and good night.
Really tall.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, there he is, Jay. Big day.
Thanks again for doing this.
Oh, I'm so ready to do it. Let's run everything by one time, make sure I got it.
Okay, so there's two main goals that we have here. The first is to launch our new customizable GX bottle.
Right, GX bottle, I know that.
Yep, and the second is to establish you as our celebrity endorser.
Gotcha.
It's simple. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'll start with a little spiel about the bottle.
Okay.
And then I'll toss it to you, and you'll talk a little bit about why you like GX. And yeah, it's simple.
Simple, it's easy.
Totally. Now, the main thing is that we really, really want you to be yourself. No phony self.
Right.
However, there are 3 things we'd love you to hit if you can.
Yeah, what are they?
Okay, so the first one is the lid ID ring. That's at the top of the bottle. That's where you put your name and your number and the branding of your favorite NBA team.
Cool.
Second is the bottle itself, which is all different color combinations, and you can personalize that with text.
Gotcha.
Third and final is the tagline. Try to hit one of those if you can. It would be amazing.
Which ones are more important?
There's 2. The first is Fuel Your X Factor.
Fuel Your X Factor. I
And
like
the
it.
second is Reinventing How You Fuel.
It's my favorite one. Reinventing.
Nice. So, as Reese said, we want you to hit as many of these things as possible, but we still want you to be Che out there. That's why they're paying
I'm
for
Che.
you. Nice.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Hey, Che.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
I will. Thanks, brother.
Jay, how does it feel to be the top vote getter at your position for the All-Star game?
Feels good for sure. But mostly, I just feel blessed to be, in this situation I'm in. I've got a great coach who believes in me and puts me in a position where I can succeed. I've got great teammates who put their trust in me and give it their all day in and day out. So it's the environment that I'm in that allows me to be successful.
Congrats on your first Player of the Month, Jay.
My man Ted, I appreciate that, brother.
What do you think's been the key to your hot streak?
I'm not too big on these individual awards. To me, we played really well as a team this month, so that's what this is about. If we weren't winning games, I wouldn't be getting this award. So, shouts out to my guys.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. It is an exciting day for us today here at Gatorade as we launch Gatorade GX, our brand new customizable hydration system that reinvents the way you fuel. I love GX. I use it every day, but rather than bore you with my stories, I'm going to pass the mic to Che, one of the brightest young stars in the NBA, and he's going to talk to you about how GX has helped him to perform at an elite level.
Hey, thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. But like she said, Gatorade GX is pretty revolutionary. And first of all, it's completely customizable. On top of that, they got the lid ID ring. You can put your name on there, your number on there, so you don't have no random guy just drinking out of your bottle by accident. Oh, and you can put your favorite NBA team on there too. They got all the teams. Oh yeah, something else I like. You can customize the bottle itself with like 1,000,000 colors. And you can throw some text in there too. Whatever you want.
That's right.
So yeah, it's a great product all around. And it's gonna change the way you feel. And it's gonna reinvent the way you feel. Don't forget to fuel your X Factor.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Che, and thank you to all of you guys for coming out. Now, if you look under your seat, you will find a customized GX bottle that you can take home. Yay! And as you can see, there are many, many combinations, so feel free to trade with one another until you find the one that suits you best. All right, thank you.
Ah.
Basta. Oy. Oy, may apple ka? Bigyan mo nga ako.
Ha?
Apple?
Apple na?
Oo, prutas.
Prutas?
Ang gagawin lang ako eh.
Ayun, dito.
Ay, wah. May gagawin akong magic.
Ano ba gusto mo? Isa lang?
Isa lang, isa lang.
Ha?
Marami na to.
Isa lang talaga yan eh. Alam ko ah.
Napakatindi talaga ni Paring Mark.
Oo, nga.
Ano ba yung ano mo, franchise ng Starbucks?
Oo.
May balak si Paring Mark na tayo ng Starbucks. Pre, salamat pala pre ah. Walang problema yan. Pasalamat.